Hello everyone, welcome to another Blender tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to model a metal lighter. Before we proceed, if you are new to the channel, we would like for you to click on that subscription button and then turn on the notification bell. By doing so, you are going to encourage us to bring in more tutorial videos on Blender. And if you're already our members, we would like for you to like our videos and share them to your friends. Alright, without further ado, let's start. The first thing you are going to do is to delete everything from the viewport. So press A to select everything and X to delete. Then press numpad 1 to be in the front view. So we are going to start by bringing in the reference images. Alright, so now go to image reference. Then locate where you saved your reference image. Alright, so here is mine. So I'll bring it in. Then let me turn on the opacity and reduce it to 0.5. Alright, so now I will bring this up like so. Alright, so the next thing is to move this towards the y-axis so that it will not get in the way of our model. Alright, something like this. Alright, so the next thing here is to bring in another reference image. Alright, so I would change this to image editor, then bring in another reference image that will help us in looking at the different angles of this lighter while modeling it. Alright, so here we have it. Alright. So here we have our reference image. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is to start with a cube. So Shift A, Merge and Cube. So let me turn on the X-ray. Scale this cube. So you scale this cube and make sure that this cube matches the reference image we have here. Alright, so let's go into edit mode. Let me turn off the wireframe and X-ray. So be in the side view and scale this towards the y-axis. Alright, like so. So now let's look at it from the top view. Bring it down a bit. Alright, so now let's be in the first selection mode. Select the top face here and then be in the vertex selection mode. Let's move this up a bit. Alright, so now press I to insert and move it like so, and E to extrude. Alright, so we have something like this. Alright, the next thing we are going to do is to add a loop cut here. Look at it from the front, then move this loop cut towards the X axis. Alright, so the next thing, press 2 to be in the H selection mode and then hold Shift and Alt, select this H, select this one. Hold Shift and Alt, select this and select this. Alright, after that, look at it from the side view. Alright, after selecting the four edges, Ctrl B to bevel. Alright, like so. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do, look at it from the front view, then go into the vertex selection mode, then select this up vertices and then press GZ to move it down. Alright, like so. So the next thing we are going to do is to be in the wireframe mode, then merge these vertices. As you can see, this vertex here is overlapping the bottom vertex. So we are going to select the two, match as center, select this, match as center, repeat this. Alright, after that is done, go back to the solid view mode. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do now is to bring in a plane. Let's bring in a plane, go to object mode. I think I can auto shade smooth this at this point. Let's auto shade smooth it. Alright, now let's bring in a plane. Be in the object mode and shift A, bring in a plane, rotate it by 90 degrees and scale it like so. Alright, then bring it up, turn on the X-ray mode and scale it. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do, let's turn off the X-ray mode, be at the side view and move it towards this side. Alright, like so. So what we are going to do now is to go to edit mode and edge selection mode. So now select this edge here, press Ctrl and number 3 to be at the side view, the left side view, then E to extrude along the Y axis like so. Then press 3 to be on the right side view and select this other edge here. Press 3 to be at the right side view. Then let's turn on the wireframe mode and E to extrude like this. Let it be in the center of it like so. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do here, let's off the wireframe, add a loop cut here like so, then select this edge, extrude along the x-axis like so, then turn on the wireframe mode, be in the vertex selection mode, select this up vertex and bring it down like so, select the bottom vertex and bring it up like so. Alright, now select this bottom vertex, then Ctrl Shift B to bevel the vertex like so. Then select this top vertex, Ctrl Shift B to bevel it too. Alright, so now that we have been able to give this plane a shape like this, we are going to select this, be in the edge selection mode, select these edges, hold shift and select these edges, then Ctrl B to bevel. Alright, before we do this, let's go to object mode and apply the scale. So Ctrl A to apply scale and back to edit mode, Ctrl B to bevel. Bevel it like so. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do here is to add a solidify modifier to this plane. So I will go here into modifiers properties and bring in a solidify modifier. I think this is okay. Alright, so let's look at it from this angle here. As you can see, so the next thing we are going to do, be in the object mode and in the front view, let's turn on our wireframe, then bring in a cylinder, Shift A to bring in a cylinder, scale it and rotate the cylinder. Let's see the cylinder, rotate it 90 degrees and scale it. Alright, let's bring the cylinder up, scale it and make sure that the cylinder matches with the hole here. As you can see the hole. Alright, so move it up. Alright, so the next thing is to pull this outward like so. Then maybe let's auto shade smooth this cylinder. Alright, so now that we have this cylinder here, we are going to duplicate this cylinder. So let's go to the front view and turn on the X-ray, then Shift D to duplicate and move it along the X-axis like so. Now, while that is selected, hold Shift, select this other one, Shift D to duplicate them and move them down like so. Then move them along the X-axis like so. Select this one, move it like so. Then select this, Shift D to duplicate them and move them down. Alright, move them along this axis. Alright. Alright, so after having all these cylinders here, we are going to select them, hold Shift and select them, then press Ctrl J to join. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is to add a boolean modifier. So select this plane, go to your modifiers property panel and add a boolean. Then make the cylinder a target. So make this a target. Now select this cylinder and H to hide. Alright, so we have gotten our hole here. Alright, the next thing we are going to do here now is to mirror this our plane. Let's mirror this our plane. So add a mirror modifier to this. Alright, check the y-axis, then bring your target, the eyedropper, drop on the cube here. Alright, so here we have our mirror. Yeah, the plane is being mirrored to the other side. So the next thing we are going to do, be in the front view and bring in a circle. Alright, so let's bring in a circle, Shift A and circle, rotate it 90 degrees and scale it. Turn on the wireframe mode. Alright, scale it. Alright, so now we have this. Let's look at it from the side view. Move it to be in the center. Let this circle be in the center. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is to go into our edit mode. Press the tab key to be in the edit mode and F to fill this circle. Alright, so now the next thing we are going to do is to add a solidified modifier to our circle. So click on this solidified modifier, then the offset should be 0. Alright, so let's increase this. Let's look at what we are doing. Alright, I think this is fine. So now we are going to apply this solidified modifier. Apply, go to, for you to apply, go to the object mode and then click here to apply. Alright, look at it from the side view. From the side view, let's move it a bit towards this side. Alright, so what we are going to do next is to go into edit mode, be in the first selection mode, select this face, then hold shift and select this face. Alright, so we are going to insert these faces. So I to insert face like so, then I again to insert face like so, and the next thing we are going to do is to press SY to scale it like so, then I again to scale, to insert, sorry, to insert face like so. Let's look at it. Okay, let's make sure it matches our reference here. So we are going to move this. All right. So now that we have this, let's select the inner faces. Being the first selection mode, select this face and select this face. So now we are going to extrude it along the y-axis. So press E to extrude and right click to snap back, then scale it along the y-axis like so. Then let's see what we have done here. Okay, so now select this face here and B to bevel this side like so, and then select this face here, I to insert face like so, and I again to insert face like so, then G, Y to move it inward a bit. Alright, so after this is done, the next thing we are going to do is to be in the H selection mode, hold Shift and Alt, select this H, and then select this H. No, hold Shift and Alt, select this one. Also come over here, let's isolate this, hold Shift and Alt, select this face and select this face, then Control B to bevel like so. Alright, now the next thing you are going to do here is to be in the edit mode and first selection mode. So now hold Alt and select this face like so, then press I to insert the face like so. After inserting the faces like so, the next thing we are going to do is to come to this face and pick this extrude along normals. Alright, so now let's extrude this face like so. Alright, as you can see, the faces are being extruded. Alright, so now you come over here and change this to individual origins. Alright, then press S to scale. Alright, as you can see. Alright, so now you go back and keep it at median point. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is to go to object mode by pressing the numpad, then right click and auto shade smooth this. Alright, I think we are done with that. Let's look at it from the front view. Alright, after that is done, the next thing we are going to do is to bring in a circle. So be at the top view, turn on the wireframe mode and bring in a circle, Shift A and circle, then scale it down like so. Then let's take it up a bit like so. As you can see, let me turn off this wireframe. Alright, as you can see, the circle is up. So we go to edit mode and F to fill in the face. Alright, so now let's move it to match our reference. Be in the vertex selection mode so that you can see the circle while you're moving. Alright, like so. Let's scale it. Alright, and take it up a bit like so. So now E to extrude like so. Then let's isolate it, be in the first selection mode, select this bottom face and X to delete face. Alright, so now you select this top face and let's insert it. Press I to insert face like so and E to extrude face. Alright, so Control B to bevel like so, and then be in the H selection mode by pressing 2, then press Shift and Alt. While holding Shift and Alt, select these edges and Ctrl B to bevel, like so. Alright, so the next thing you are going to do, be in the object mode, like so, and maybe auto shade smooth this. Alright, as you can see now, so let's move ahead. Be in the first selection mode, select this cube here and go to edit mode. Select this edge, hold shift and select this edge. Alright, so we are going to extrude this. Press E to extrude, like so, and then be at the side view and E again to extrude. Right click to snap back and scale it, SY to scale it along the Y axis, like so. Alright, so now the next thing we are going to do is to select this edge, hold shift, select this edge, and then Ctrl B to bevel. Alright, then after that is done, select this edge here, hold shift and select this edge here. Then be in the front view and E to extrude. Alright, let's turn on our wireframe mode, then add a loop cut here and move it this way. Alright, like so. So the next thing we are going to do now is to cut this. So press K to get the knife tool, and while at it, press C to cut through. So press C and cut here down to here. Alright, so now we have something like this. So let's select this, be in the first selection mode. Select this faces here. Select these faces. Alright, we did not cut through this side, so let's select these faces first and delete this. So X to delete face, like so, and let's be in the front view again. Then with the knife tool selected, turn on the X-ray. Let's cut this. Alright, so now we have done same for this side. So we are going to delete these faces. Let's select this edge here. We made a mistake and dissolve this edge. Alright, so be in the first selection mode, select this face and select these faces. Alright, and X to delete faces. So guys, so now you have something like this. Alright, so let's look at it again. Be in the vertex selection mode and turn on your wireframe. Select this and select this. Ctrl Shift B, bevel these vertices like so, as you can see now. Alright, after that is done, we are going to select this face and select this face. Press E to extrude and snap it back with the right mouse, then S to scale it along the Y axis like so. Alright, so after this is done, be in the H selection mode, select this H, hold Ctrl, select this H, select this H and this H, and then press F to fill. Do same for this side. Select this H, hold Ctrl, select this, select this, and F to fill. Alright, so having that, we are going to be at the object mode. Then we can right click or touch it, smooth it one more time. Then let's bring in the next thing we are going to bring in is a cylinder. So bring in a cylinder here, Shift A, cylinder. Then rotate it by 90 degrees. Then let's auto shape smooth this cylinder. Alright, scale it, scale it. Let's turn on the wireframe mode and scale it like so. Alright, so let's look at it from the side view. Scale it along the y-axis. Alright, so now the next thing we are going to do here is to be in the edit mode and face selection mode. Select this face, Hold Shift, select this face, I to insert faces like so, then E to extrude, snap it back, and then press S to scale along the y-axis like so, then Ctrl B to bevel. Alright, then be in the edge selection mode, hold Shift and Alt, select this edge, select this edge, hold Shift and Alt, select this and this, then Ctrl B to bevel. Alright, now the next thing we are going to do is to push it in a bit, push it in. Alright, so now let's be in the object mode and bring in a cube this time. So Shift A cube. Alright, so let's scale this cube. Turn on the wireframe mode, scale it. Alright, so after this is done, let's go into our edit mode and then be in the solid view. So select this edge here. Let's isolate this, select this, be in the first selection mode. Select this edge here and X to delete faces. Sorry, select the faces, not edge. After deleting the faces, let's be in the edge selection mode. Select this edge and this. Select this and select this. Then Ctrl B to bevel like so. Alright, so now let's add a solidified modifier to this. So let's go to the modifiers property and bring in solidify modifier. Alright, I think this is okay. Then let's auto shade smooth it. Alright, this is fantastic. So let's look at it from the front view. Okay, let's scale it out a bit. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do here, be in the front view, make sure that your cursor is here, then come over here and keep it at 3D cursor. Then press R to rotate this like so. Alright, the next thing we are going to do here is select this and go to edit mode and then add a loop cut here like so and bring it towards this angle. Alright, then add another loop cut here, bring it up and bevel this like so. Alright, now be in the first selection mode, select this face, press I to insert face like so, and then E to extrude inward like so. So now Control B to bevel. Alright, then while that is done, be in the edge selection mode, select the outer edges while holding Shift and Alt, select the outer edges and Control B to bevel. Alright, like so. So the next thing we are going to model is this thing right here. I don't know what it is called. If you know it, drop it in the comment section. Alright, so let's model this. So let's be in the first selection mode and bring in a plane. Alright, rotate it by 90 degrees and scale it. Turn on the wireframe. So the next thing we are going to do is to add a loop cut. Be in the edit mode, then add a loop cut like so, and add another loop cut here. Bring it towards this angle here. Alright, so the next thing is to select this edge here. Let's isolate this so that you can see what we are doing. Select this edge here and extrude along the X direction like so. Alright, the next thing is to add a loop cut here at the center. Alright, then add another loop cut here like so. Select this and scale it like so. So alright, so we are going to be in the vertex selection mode. Select this vertex here and Shift Control B to bevel this like so. Then select this vertex, select this, Shift Control B to bevel it like so. Alright, then select this one here, Shift Control B to bevel it like so. Then select this vertex, move it out like so. Then Shift Control B to bevel like so. Then select this, push it out a bit. Alright, so after this is done, you select this here and scale it like so. Then select this one, take it up. Alright, so after this is done, you are going to go to the object mode like so, scale it. Alright, now let's rotate this. Rotate it, press R to rotate it like so. Alright, we can now hide our reference image here. So now let's come to the outliner panel and hide this so that it will not get in the way. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do now is to push it to the center like so. And then let's add a solidify modifier. Keep offset at 0 and then increase this. Alright, so after this is done, we apply our solidify modifier and we can now auto shade smooth this. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do here is to move this out a bit. Alright, then rotate it like so. Alright, so now let's bring in a cylinder, auto shade smooth it and scale it. Then rotate it by 90 degrees, scale it again, move it to the center and scale it along the y-axis. Alright, so let's be in the edit mode and first selection mode. Select this first here, hold shift, select this first and Control B to bevel this. Alright, so now shift C. Alright guys, so let's auto shade smooth this. Alright guys, so here is it. This is how to model this metal lighter. If you want to see how to texture this, drop in the comment section. Then we are going to make out time and texture this for you to see how to texture this. Alright guys, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. See you in the next video. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye.